coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. All teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And here we go from Indy. Return starts at the 3. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
From the 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
60 by 13, Pioneers.
First play is to the air. Target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Down by Caleb Ransall.
Christian McCaffrey.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready, go!
Left side in the hands of Warren. And he's gotten very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Go!
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down after a base hit just to the 37. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
That's good for a Colts.
New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Even 10-yard gain on the play. That is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
From the gun, McCaffrey. They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Got it. Ready.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Walking back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
The Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing it. Looking slant route complete. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, skating driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. Finish up an excellent opening series. This coaching staff's got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
It's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
Here's carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. Carry on. That's one on the punch up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, hey, hey.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback is made or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
23. So the stuff is hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. That one's complete over the middle. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. It's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
These are 24.
They go play action. Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. The Colts pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This really should be the last brace and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Brought in inside the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 13-0 lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey,
Here he goes on the boot. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Son, here we go.
Lawrence now off the play action. Caught out left. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. 1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Back for the the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Keeps away from one. Towards a defender. We've got a foot race. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game in the first half.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
That's on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force 4th down, it took a great defensive effort to do it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Son, that's a great job.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And this one is launched downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with them. They got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field work on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defensive unit.
And he's short of 1st after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, 3rd down wasn't too bad, but that's not the case anymore. The penalty gives them this 3rd and 9. Man in motion here. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
That really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Across midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
to start. First and 10. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And you do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting to the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Throw here on first. Pass is caught at the 9. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know what's interesting, Kate? Even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
60 by 6.
Left side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Here we go.
McCaffrey will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Okay, ready?
Now from back at the 4, here's third and goal.
Ready? Hot.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 13-point lead. No hesitation on that throw. Got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and it's 6 in the end.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. McCole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Ready up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Easy. Route. Hey, tomato. Here we go.
On play action now, Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say is that play ball is incomplete this first half so far. It's not that the standard they set for themselves.
On the 24 once again, it's second and 10.
Red on red.
Tootin gets it from the gun. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And this one goes for a gain of 11. That's good for Jacksonville first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid discipline games. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Ginger, time.
From the shotgun, Lawrence getting out to his left. Check down goes to Newton. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets on the first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it? They'll throw it right over your head. These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Hey, go. Silver.
First down throw, Lawrence. That pass is caught by Strange. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lucas Oil Stadium to this.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the books in me, I thought it made me richer.
On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Hot!
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the call challenge as he reports the first interception of his young career.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, set! Put!
They'll throw to begin this drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
18! Viking, 18! Take off!
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Hard to man, right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
8 yards on
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Stephanie!
Good throw pass on 2nd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Colts ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here's the 24.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, this is getting up there. Intercepted again. Trevor Lawrence has it.
Lawrence's pass.
Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterbacks, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
On the pickup.
It's 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal.
70 range, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
In the air here. And he has the catch. It's moving in. That's a touchdown. The Colts get more points to end a lopsided first half. And now, Brock, I know you're keeping track. Just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Hey, go! Hey, pincher. Back.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's going to be hauled out on the gate across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, blocking his stride is already in enemy territory.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
Not enough. You solid, close, but not enough. You better really step, but not enough. So you better get myself, but not enough.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Definitely not an automatic here. It's 41 yards away. Little knocks it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Come on. Set, go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, run. Son, let's go.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
And this defense, they have played, they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
Hey, easy, route.
They send Hunter to the right.
There we go.
2nd down, give it to. Hits, and the ball's loose. The Colts pick it up. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And the nightmare continues as they bring the ball back for a touchdown. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts continue piling onto this lead.
Jaguars 10. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Decent 24. Phil.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
These coordinators today looking to make splash plays however you can, and what a great way to do it. Defenses still have trouble kicking. Time to time with these jet sweeps, especially when they lose contain, lose that edge. A sizable boost on the ground for this offense.
From the red zone on 1st. Into the hands of his running back, too. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Now, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Dave. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Ready.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. The Talk about a good game when they needed it. So that's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Hey, Lion! Son, it's hot.
It's a handoff to Tootin. Running right. Now this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up fourth down.
Third and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going
Let's
for it
go.
on fourth.
Hey, tomato. Son.
They're going to try to throw for it. Oh, no, they get it yet again. Dorian Williams makes the play.
Lawrence his pass. Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10.
Liking 18.
On the ground, begin the drive with the catch. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We got second and 8.
The truth, Jake, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
60 Bison.
Look to throw. That's incomplete on second down. This one, this is the tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
To the air on third and long. Completed over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ripping off yards past the 40. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the Colts' 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Go. Hey, go. Here we go, somebody.
They go play action. Lawrence vacates quickly left side. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Hey. Silver.
Oh, look at this. They give all the jet swing. Only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
Colts in the nickel set on third.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Third and long for him here. It's another interception. And the Colts take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set first and 10.
Here we go. Rocco 80.
Shotgun
first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Right side is ruled in by Warren. This is taken ahead to the 42. Bryson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
65 yards.
3rd down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It's tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Son, it's on.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Algier running behind center. And he's going to salvage a couple by bouncing this outside, but that's it. It's a gain of 2. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. That's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
Hey, danger, time.
And they don't get the snap away in time. This is going to move them half the distance. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down.
On red. Here we go.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. As a left side, Rob, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say Rodigan's out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Picked up at the 38. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table from there.
1st down now. Ball at the 33.
Ready?
And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down.
Let's go now. Go.
There's Gorindo, 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
No throw, 3rd and long. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. Tackle right making the play. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. It took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end.
And the Jaguars have a first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
46-yard line.
A toss play to Tootin. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
He put everything he had into this one. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Hey!
They'll air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, the ball jumps out of bounds. Right there to the offense.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. The time the sideline saved him and his team.
This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. They're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Hey, lion!
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down the left side. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up second down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, and even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Hey, let's go. Silver!
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
To number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. It's a gain of 6. Makes it third
And 4
and
here on
4.
third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Trying to get in with the option here. He's within striking distance. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
And the Colts are able to bring in the kid. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this run.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey! Rocco 80!
They stick with McCaffrey. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Take! Hawk 7! 60 by 6! Hook!
They're gonna get to him, and what a shot to the someone runs him down.
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. He got enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He wanted it.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up the onside kick. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now, and you don't come up with that onside kick.
That play good for 17 on the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pack the 60. Pack the 60. Let go.
Run out of the pistol. Go in there. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You gain that kind of yards in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's Galindo again. Well, that's not what the offense does. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
70 Lions.
We'll go right back. He lost the football. Yeah, let's pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play.
Lawrence's pass.
Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Let's go now. Pack the 60. Pack the 60. Let go.
Going to run again with McCaffrey. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hand. McPherson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Hardman with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Call here coming for the shotgun.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Son, it's a hunt.
Back to work they go after the interception. Here's a screen for Tootin. Still working past the 40. Down the sideline inside the 30. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call it different? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate.
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they